Hey guys, my name is Divya. I wanted to film a fun video today so that you watch it, get inspired, and then actually get into the mood of studying, become productive, and then achieve the certification that you actually wanted. So let's get right into it. So have you ever wondered, guys, what is it about certain people that they make studying look so easy? They hardly ever study and they're outside having fun, and yet they achieve the certifications that they want to and pass with flying colors. Have you also always wondered as to why some notes, some notebooks, and some note takers look so much better than the others? Well, my notes don't look as colorful or as highlighted than the ones that you're seeing here. But you know what? My notes might end up looking a little bit boring and scribbled, but they probably just work. So have you wondered which category you fall into? So keep on watching this video, guys, and I will share 5 tips with you which will work for your certification exams. You will still be inspired with all the videos that you see, all the fun stuff, the pretty aesthetic looking stuff that you see about studying on YouTube and everywhere else, but these tips will definitely help you study and achieve the certification that you want to. My tip number 1, guys. Have you seen those pretty videos about studying where they have very pretty highlighted notes? Well, I've seen all of them, and believe me, I find them really inspiring. So no secret, guys, I'm a big fan of stationery, and if you've been watching my channel, then you know that I am. So I love it when people give me stationery, I love it when I buy stationery, and I love it when I watch all those YouTube videos that use tons and tons of pretty colors, have really pretty designer notes, and then they have so many highlighters and sticky notes added to make everything look great. All in all, I don't think all that is really worth it. And again, it's coming from me. I absolutely love stationery. But I still think, guys, that we need to take a break from stationery and then make realistic notes. Notes that help us. And if you don't want to make notes because you have printed material and then you're just writing things here and there, or maybe just writing to recollect things or commit it to memory, don't make notes. That's totally fine, because this is your call to make and you have to do what works for you. So some of those people who really have what I call designer notes, they do end up sacrificing a bit of time. So it's sacrificing a bit of efficiency to have those pretty notes. But hey, maybe it works for them. So if it works for you, great. It doesn't work for me. I know that, and I've seen it time and again, so I end up not doing it. So this tip is simple. Keep things simple. Even if you love stationery, it'll probably help you be productive and cut down on time. My tip, thought, and question number 2. Have you ever wondered why people make it look so easy in terms of studying and getting a certification exam out of the way? Well, these are people who are literally having fun over the weekends. These are people who are taking their kids out, who are doing different things over the weekend, and yet when they actually take the exam, they pass with flying colors. Sometimes it's a little disheartening. You almost wonder how they do it. But guys, again, there's no secret. I think the thing is that they are studying in small chunks over the weekend. So this is the video I made last week with a little bit of animation telling you to study in 2 small slots over the weekend. I think it applies to everybody, and that's what these guys are doing. They're studying on a weekend, Saturday, Sunday, in the morning, small slots, and then during the day and in the evening, that's when you see them having fun with their kids, taking their dog out for a walk, doing cool things, getting the groceries done. Maybe not so cool, but hey, that's still very important. Maybe cool in its own way. So I think they get all the important stuff out, they still have fun, and you know what, they study in small slots. So when they study in small chunks, they're actually able to get a lot done as long as they're consistent. Number 3. How is it that people get notes the previous day and then they have it all done the next day? I mean, how could they be so super efficient and productive? So guys, again, the answer is simple. These people don't study in small chunks, but they also study in multiple small chunks during the day. If this is possible for you because you don't have a whole lot of things going on, then yes, I do recommend this strategy. But in between your chunks, do take breaks and do other things. So it should be like half an hour to 45 minutes, take 10 to 15 minutes off and then sit again. And then maybe you could do, anywhere between 2 to 10 sittings. 10 is already too much. Maybe 2 to 6 sittings in a day and then get it over with. So decide what you want to do and how much you want to do, and then move on. So overachieving in, again, small chunks is probably okay, as long as it's not spoiling your health or your cool, fun family life. Definitely give that some time too, guys, because it's important. So this is a tip and trick that I learned from people when I was back in school and college. And I did see lots of nice, good, hardworking, intelligent, super smart people studying in multiple small chunks during the day, because they had so much material to cover. And when we got something, let's just say on a Friday, we really dug into it during the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and sometimes the exam was right on a Monday. So it does work, and I think it does things are committed to memory, both short-term and long-term, if you use this particular trick. My tip, trick, thought, and question number 4. So why is it that people are just able to say that they'll get something done and then they actually get it done? Whereas others are thinking about other things, and then, when you ask them if you've actually completed something within the timeline they mentioned, they're never able to do it. So guys, it's really with the certification exam, I think I've said this before, identify the resource and study material that you want to use. I've mostly talked of management exams because that's the certifications that I've done. So identify the study material you want to use, actually use that material, and stay your course. During your journey of studying, there will be doubts where people will say, oh, I'm using this and I'm using that. And you can sit and lose track of your path and vision and digress. But the better thing would be to stick to your course and keep moving, because then when you set a target, let's just say on a Friday, that this is what I would complete on a weekend, you would actually be able to do so, for the simple fact that you're only sitting and spending time studying instead of identifying the material or where you should go and how you should do things. You should just be focusing on topics once you've decided on the resource that you're actually going to use. My tip, thought, question number 5. How is it that some people get done so quickly with their certification exams, while for others it goes on and on? Well guys, some people talk less and less about their certification exams, and I would recommend that to you, not in a way that you never talk about it, but in a way that you know that it's still something that you want to achieve. There is a study out there that says that, when you mention to somebody that this is what you're doing, your brain actually tricks you into thinking that you've already achieved it. That's not something that you want to do. So I think a lot of people, when they have a certain timeline in mind, like, hey, I'll get this exam done in 6 months, they actually start talking about it very late, towards the 5th month. So you feel like you'll get the feeling they're only studying for a month. But I think they've done a lot of groundwork, again, identified resources or maybe a study group and things that they're doing. And then towards the end, when they're really towards the finish line and, running really quickly, that's when they start mentioning it. So it really feels like, they got it done so quickly, but I think they're taking pretty much the same amount of time as the others. My tip, thought, and question number 6. This is a bonus, guys. Why is it that some people get frustrating while they're studying for a certification exam, while the others stay the course and don't get frustrated? So guys, this one should be easy, because you should be keeping in touch with people who are studying and taking the exam right around the time that you're doing. So you should be joining a study group or someone that you have that is taking the exam around the same time. I don't mean the same day or the same week, but even a month here or there with certification exams really helps. So I would say keep in touch with those people, share what's going on, and I think that would really help you. So all in all, guys, I hope that the video helped you. Please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.